What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. So as you can tell, we are down at the rock cabin down here at our lake property. We got some cleanup to do. So we have been getting blessed here in the last couple days with some rain. But with these storms, I'm going to pan the camera around and show you guys what just happened. Look at this. This was a big old pecan tree. And this was only half of it. The other half fell about right before July 4th, and I spent a whole day down here cleaning up the other side of the tree. That is the trunk of it. This one's actually a little smaller than the other one, but the wind was just a little bit too much for it. But the bad thing is it crushed this old foundation. There was a house here that was over 100 years old, and it just completely fell on it. I don't know the extent of the damage yet, so that's what we're going to do today. Is I'm going to cut some of these logs up. I'm going to pile them over by the brush pile. I've got some other stuff I've already cut up. This is a pecan, like I said, and we'll eventually turn it into firewood. Now, I would cut it up for smoking wood, but I don't even have a traditional style smoker anymore. We have a pellet grill. Anyways, that's another story, but this will make some great firewood. But I got to get this thing cleaned up because we got some big stuff coming down here pretty soon, and I need to be able to mow and access all this and everything else. So I'm gonna set the camera up. I've got a couple of elm trees too that I might try to cut down today. The Lord blessed us with the storm this morning with some rain, and it actually cooled things down quite a bit. So I'm gonna take advantage of the weather and try to get some things done. I was just looking around. I seen a catfish jug, it looks like, bouncing around out here. Look at that. Can't tell if there's a fish on it or not. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We are going to try to get this cleaned up, but these elm trees, to me, are pretty much worthless. They're not the greatest for firewood. So I'll probably just cut it down and throw it on the burn pile. But what they do is these elm trees' roots grow right on top of the ground, and they push up all the rocks. They aren't very great for, I don't know what they're great for. I don't think the wildlife benefit much from them. But I've got a couple more right here. This is an elm, and that's an elm. And you can see, when I try to mow, this is the roots of the elm tree. So they're pretty much worthless to me. Shade's about the only thing. Here's more roots. They just pop out of the ground, and they're more of a nuisance than anything. So we might take these two out depending on how I feel when I'm done taking out this pecan tree. But this right here is a mulberry tree. That little mulberry tree is trying to grow up right there. So we might take these two out to give that mulberry some room. They're not giant trees, so it shouldn't take me too long to clean up, because looky here, brought the old Kubota down here, actually our newer Kubota. This is a 2014 Kubota. That's a M59, so it's a 59 horse. But we got the grapple on the front, and it makes cleaning up debris, limbs, trees, all that a breeze. No more dragging limbs and all that the old school way. So we'll try to get going here. The sun's coming up. It's starting to warm up a little bit, but hopefully it's still in the 80s all day. We just got out of those like 2 weeks of triple-digit heat, so I want to try to take advantage, like I said, and get this thing cut up, because that's not good. So let me get this Kubota unloaded, and we'll get busy cutting up that tree and see how far we get. Okay, so I brought 3 different saws this time. It never fails. If I bring one saw down here, sometimes when I'm cutting these logs that are already horizontal to the ground, you'll get them in a bind, you'll get your bar in a bind, it'll bite your bar and you can't pull it out. So usually it's good to have some wedges or another saw to go ahead and make a relief cut so you can pull your other saw out. It happened to me last time I was down here. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming, but anyways, number one thing is to be safe. So I got my gloves, got my pants, got my safety glasses. I don't wear chaps or nothing like that. I just try to take my time and be really careful. Now, I got a couple of saws here. I got a steel with an 18-inch bar. This is a little light limbing saw. I got a bigger steel saw. This one here is a more of a commercial type steel. It is a MS 261C. It's got a 18-inch bar on it, but it's a lot higher horsepower. And then I got the old trusty Rancher. I haven't had this one out in a long time. This is a Rancher 55 with a 20-inch bar, and it's a good saw as well. So I can take my pick today. I'll probably start out with the Rancher 55 just because I have not ran it in probably 2 or 3 years. So let's see if this thing will even start first thing. I messed with it at the house a little bit, but I was just making sure it had fuel in it. Well, it may have been too long. Alright, let's let it sit a little bit. Gave up too quick. Well, it's done. That's what happens when you don't use equipment enough. Didn't break, it just pulled the knot right out. Always something. Let's see if we can fix it real quick. That's why you bring multiple saws, for one. And I don't think I'm going to be able to push that back through. I don't have a lighter with me, I don't think. Hey. Alright, let's see if we can get a knot tied in this thing. You guys didn't come here to watch me fix saws today, probably. I didn't expect to. Alright, let's try it again. Now I don't know if this is a used chain on here. I don't know if I need to put a new one on or not, but I did bring one. It's in the truck. So let's grab the gloves, head over to the tree, and start cutting some limbs. We'll get a few limbs cut, and then we'll get on the tractor and kind of move them over to the brush pile, and that way we can kind of see what we're working with. Okay, this bar is, or this chain's a little too dull. I think I got my sharpener, so I'll either go grab the other saw or go sharpen this one real quick. Needs to be a little bit sharper. It's taking a little bit too long. So let me go sharpen this or grab another saw real quick. Well, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but I just made a big mistake. You guys, at the beginning of the video when I was talking about the trees and stuff I might cut down, well, I just cut down those 2 elm trees, but I made a big mistake because the mulberry tree right next to it that I was trying to save got taken out too. I notched this tree, but I didn't notch it enough, I guess, and it was kind of top heavy this way, and it twisted around and it came back down and fell right down on that mulberry tree. So unfortunately I didn't save it, but I got both these trees out of the way, and hopefully maybe next summer or sometime I'll come back when all these are good and dry and rotted, and I'll pop these stumps out with the backhoe. So it is very wet down here. Like I said, it's stormed 2 days in a row, and it just started raining on me again, so I'm trying not to tear up the ground too much. Cut that elm tree down as well. My battery went dead in the big camera, but it's raining anyway, so I went ahead and put it up in the truck. But it took me probably an hour to dig out this stump, what was left of the stump of the big pecan tree, and I tried to get it kind of flattened out as good as I could, but my backhoe is so heavy that I leave a lot of ruts. So I'm gonna have to wait till it dries out a little bit, and then I'll have to come back down here with the tractor and maybe a bucket. All I got right now is the grapple, so I was trying to grade all this, trying to knock it down, because I do come down here and mow it, and I don't want to have to hit any big rocks or big roots or anything like that. Left a couple holes and stuff like that we'll fix. But we opened it up a little bit more. This will help the grass grow a little bit better. Them elm trees, I'm telling you, are pretty much worthless, and we got another brush pile to burn. Oh, we'll have to wait a while for all this to die and get brown before we'll be able to burn it. It'll probably be fall or winter time. We might wait even until it snows real good or something, because there's a lot of tall grass and stuff around. I have not brush hogged down here yet this year. I'm waiting to do that. I just planned on doing it one time a year for this year anyways, just to kind of keep it cleaned up and knock down everything. Last year I came down here 3 different times and brush hogged it, but we probably won't do that again. So I'm gonna walk over here to the rock cabin and take a little look at the lake, see what's going on. It's a quiet day. I don't hear no boats or anything. It's probably not the best day to be fishing. Look at all that rain. I seen the clouds moving in, but this is something I've been needing to do, and it does look a lot cleaner. Don't mind all that foundation and stuff. I got to figure out what we're going to do with all that, but taking those trees out right there helped out a lot. And then there is a little grove of trees that I'm gonna have to clean up, that is around all these old implements, these tractor implements. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these implements. The trees are grown up in some of them, so I'm gonna have to carefully come in with the chainsaw and cut some of these down and clean all this up, and then I'll come back in and dig the stumps out. That's for a later date. I'll probably even wait until the fall to do that. I was very fortunate and blessed today that it did start raining and the sun stayed away, because today is August 6th, and any other year right now it'd be 102 degrees normally. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video and coming down here with me and getting this done. Feels good to get little projects done like this, and a lot of people see this as hard work, but I see it, you know, somewhat relaxing. So subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave us a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.